Good morning, guys. Welcome to my channel. My name's Derek, also known as Tap Peddler. This channel is all about reselling, going to car boot sales, auctions, Facebook pickups, and selling the things you pick up there online for a profit in places like eBay, Etsy, Amazon, and Facebook Marketplace again. So today I've been to a car boot sale. As you can see in the back here, I've got lots of good tap to sell on eBay. But that isn't what I'm going to do on this video. Today I'm going to talk about best offer. Now everybody knows that when you list an item for best offer, it basically allows the buyer to submit an offer to the seller. Say you've got an item for £10, they can offer £5, and then it's up to the seller to either accept or decline that offer. So there's a few things I'm going to discuss on this video, but let's get down to how it sort of works currently. Currently, when somebody submits an offer, you have a choice whether you can accept it or decline it. You can also auto decline it, and you can also auto accept it. So you can set, when you list your item, you can set a value that you're happy with, and if it hits that value, if the offer comes in and it's above the value that you set, it will automatically accept that offer, and that buyer will become the purchaser of the item. The same with if you've got auto decline on, it will, if the offer that comes in is above the auto decline, you will see the offer and then you'll get the option to accept or decline it. But if it's below that threshold, you will not see the offer at all. You can see the offer if you go into the listing, and you can see previous offers made, and you'll see which ones have been auto declined, but you won't know who bidded on it, or who submitted the offer. I use auto decline just to get away from the £2, £3 bids that you can get on £100 items and things like that. So I do set a minimum that I'm reasonably happy to accept, a little bit, maybe a little bit below that, just so there is room for a negotiation to go ahead. You know, not quite happy with that, so I won't just decline it, I will counter offer. So if I got something for £100, let's say, and they offer £50, that's too low, I'm not selling it half price, but I'll entertain their offer, but I will counter offer maybe back at 80 or something like that. Whereas if they submit 40, it's going to get auto declined. I'm not interested in discussing the price with them if they're going that low. It's too low, half price. So that's basically how I do it. Now, of course, when you accept an offer, or if you send best offers out to watchers, or people have viewed your item, you can basically send out an offer, and then they can accept the offer, and it works exactly the same way. So say if I've got an item and 3 people have viewed that item, every morning I go on to my eBay and there's a list of items in my store that I can send out offers to. So I do that regularly, and I send them a token, usually about 5%, 5 to 10% off. If it's something that's been sitting for a long time and I just want rid of it, I will send a more attractive offer. Anyway, so if they then agree to that, they will become the purchaser of the item. Now, just because they've become the purchaser of the item by accepting the offer I've sent, or me accepting the offer they've sent, doesn't mean they've bought the item. They haven't paid for the item. So at that point, they've become the buyer of the item, but they have to pay for it. So they have 4 days to pay. And if they don't pay, you can submit a cancellation request saying buyer hasn't paid, which I usually do as soon as I can. I do it manually because I cross-list items, so I take things off sale at other platforms. So I don't use the auto system where it deals with an unpaying buyer and relists the item. I want to do it manually, so I notice it in my head that it needs to be done, so I then can put them back on the other platforms like Etsy and Facebook Marketplace and that sort of thing. So you can do that. I don't. But yeah, you have to cancel after the 4 days are up. Now, this is where the problem is, and this is where a lot of people dislike the best offer system. Even if you accept immediate payment on your item as a buy it now, if somebody submits an offer, or if you send an offer out, the immediate payment doesn't happen. Now, it's been a long time thing on eBay where people want eBay to basically pre-authorize somebody's payment. So if they buy the item, then, or put in an offer on the item, then the money is taken out of their account. Now, there's 2 ways this could work. I was thinking about this, and there's one way which is widely talked about, and I think this is how it will eventually happen. Now, if somebody submits an offer and you accept it, how I think it could work, and how I think eBay will eventually do it like this. I've heard that they were trialing it in the States. I've not heard anything recently, but hopefully it might be coming at some point. Is basically they pre-authorize the card. So if somebody offers £10 on an item, they'll take that £10 out their bank account at that point, and it'll go into sort of a hold. And then if you accept the offer, then they immediately pay that £10 there and then. I don't know how it would work if you send in offers out. I'm not sure how they'd do that. They'd have to basically make it so if they accept the offer, then they're buying it at that particular price, and they can just instantly pay for the item whilst they accept the offer. So if they're sending an offer, it's very difficult because eBay don't know if you're going to accept the offer there and then. They will know whether it's auto, if it's under the auto accept, so they could take the payment straight away if the auto accept. But if the auto accept isn't in place, they don't know if you're going to be able to accept the offer or decline the offer. So they'll take the payment from the buyer, but then they won't know what to do after that. So they have to put the payment on hold somehow, take it out of the buyer's bank account, put it on like a hold until you've accepted or declined it. And then if you decline it, they'll refund the buyer and say your offer wasn't accepted, here's your £10 back. And if it is accepted, then obviously they've bought it and the £10 is paid to myself. So that's how one way it could work. And I think that's how it will eventually work. But there's another way, because currently the item is taken off sale whilst we wait for the buyer to pay. So one way I reckon it could work, and this might be a more simple way of dealing with the issue. So if the buyer submits an offer of, let's say, £10, that buyer, instead of the item coming off sale, it will basically log that buyer as having a buy it now price of £10. The item might be £20 to everybody else, but because I've accepted that offer, that buyer's got like a discount code, if you like, applied, that makes it £10. The item can still be on sale, it can still be in stock at that point. The buyer can then go and buy it now for that £10, using their offer that I've accepted, offer code or something like that. It can all be built in, so they don't even see a code. You know, it can remember that they put in the offer, it was accepted, and it's now £10 to them. But the item remains on sale, so somebody else can come along and buy it for the full asking price, or they can submit an offer of £15. So you might have a buyer that has a buy it now price set on their account as £10, a different buyer who submitted a previous offer for £15, and you've got a completely new buyer who would have a price of £20, which is the original buy it now price. I think that would work quite well, because the offers will be there. You'll be able to take multiple offers and accept the offers. You're basically saying, yes, I'm happy with £10 for this item if they want to pay £10. But until they do actually pay the £10, this item is still for sale. It's still available at the £20. But if they want it for £10, yes, fine. They can come along and purchase it for £10 from now on. And that offer will remain valid for like 3 days or whatever the amount of time is. But it doesn't block your item from being sold to someone else. I think that would be a really simplified way of dealing with the non-payment system that's currently in place with best offer. So there's 2 ways they can do it. I think the second way would be a much simpler way, and something they could implement maybe in between doing the final way where they take the actual money straight away. So yeah, let me know what you think about that idea, and yeah, hopefully eBay will do something with this. It's been like it for many years now. We're talking maybe 10 years, maybe even more. I don't know when best offer came, but it was a long time ago. And now we have managed payments. We should be able to get this sorted, so we don't have to wait on non-payers. Because if I've got an item that is available with instant payment required on a buy it now, I also want instant payment required on offers as well. I don't want to wait around for deadbeat buyers to maybe pay. I would also, in addition to that, like to like a few extra little tools that sellers can vet the buyers with. So I would like it so you can choose, when you've got the option to send out offers to watchers, there should be a list of criteria where you can say don't send offers to buyers that do this and this, like leave too much negative feedback. Be nice not to send offers to them, or somebody who hasn't paid for an item in the last couple of months. You know, if they often send offers out or accept offers and they don't pay, I don't want to be sending offers to those sort of people. At the moment, if you send offers to watchers, you're basically sending offers to people you don't know. You don't know the buyer, you can't even look at their accounts, you don't know their username or anything. I would also like it so if we're accepting offers, then we can basically go to eBay, go into the buyer's offer, and we can click and go straight through to a list of important information about that buyer. I mean, they do say the buyer's been on eBay for the date the account was created, but as a seller, I want to see other information. I want to see when did they last buy an item. That would be an interesting one. So you could see the date they created the account and the last time they bought an item. So if you've got an account that was created 10 years ago, and the last time they bought an item on eBay was 5 years ago, they're not going to pay for that item. Whereas if they've got an account, it's been, you know, it doesn't really matter when the account was created. That's irrelevant in my mind. It's more when they last purchased an item. If you've got somebody who bought an item last month on eBay, they're an active account. They're actually buying things. They paid for it. I know you can look at feedback. I want to see the feedback left for others, that they don't leave excessive negative feedback. It's a bit pointless reading their feedback because sellers can't leave negative feedback for buyers, so that's pretty much pointless having a look at their feedback. Really got to look at the feedback that they leave for sellers to gauge whether they're deadbeat buyers or not. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on all of that, because I think that's two ways that eBay could solve this problem. So let me know, guys, in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bit of a different one this time, but do let me know. I do read all the comments, and maybe if I get a decent amount of comments, I'll do a little bit of a follow-up video. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please think about subscribing. About 50% of people who watch this channel aren't actually subscribed, so it'd be really great if you could subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, ring the notification, so you get notified when I go live and when I do any video uploads. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. So until the next one, bye for now.